sometimes what I really need to do is not fix things, but just be there with a person in their moment of pain or misery and just be there. I encourage people to look things up. I just encourage them to not draw conclusions or diagnose themselves before they've talked to me about it. So I love it when people bring me information. I have found supplements and food products that people have sent to me. I learn about new medications all the time. I want it to be a two-way street, right? I want to receive information and good ideas and inspiration from my patients. I remember I was caring for a lady who had a very unfortunate, debilitating illness and is devastating. And she's completely disabled and very dependent on caregivers and dependent on her medical practitioners, of which I was her primary care and one of many. And there was a lot of time spent talking with her, trying to figure out what route she should take at any given moment, because one choice that she had to make was going to result in one negative outcome or another negative outcome. And which negative outcome do you want to choose? That's hard to do as a person. One day when she came in to see me, she brought me a book and she said, "Dr. Martin, I want you to read this book." And I thought, it was going to be a book about her condition, or somehow she was trying to give me resources to help her. And I looked at the title, I can't remember the exact title, but it was about Superman syndrome. And I was like, wait, you want me to read this for me? And she said, "Yeah, I do." And I was offended. And I just said, "What prompted you to give me this?" And she said, "You need to read it." And I said, "Okay, I'll read it." And I didn't read it for about 3 months. And then when I finally read it and adjusted my attitude and got my heart in the right place, I realized that she, from her place in the world, had seen something that she was uniquely qualified to see. And even though it did hurt my feelings, she was not offensive at all. She was being kind. I just wasn't being receptive. But after I read it, I learned some things about myself that I needed to know. And I can't say that I've practiced them perfectly, but I am aware that I need to practice them. And it helps me remember that I'm not Superman. It's not my job to fix everything. I cannot fix everything. And sometimes what I really need to do is not fix things, but just be there with a person in their moment of pain or misery and just be there. So I thank her for helping me learn that. And I'm grateful that she had the courage to reach out and give me a hand. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope you found this really helpful. And if you did, please subscribe to this page, because there's a ton more videos out there.